This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. Total weather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Man, you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. To throw, it's Arnold. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He'll bring it back. It's Lions. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
The quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win, but this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They're going to test the right side with this one. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them to football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know it sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snagged in the middle. It's Bentley. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Throws to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Utes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You definitely see an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Quick strike complete. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Up tempo for the offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the middle. It's McIntyre. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do.
It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Finds his target down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. No huddle offense to the line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB.
Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Back to pass. It's Arnold. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Brings up second and goal.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Got a man. It's Darrisaw.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The aerial assault continues. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown! And the defense doing work. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wilson to pass. Gets it out quickly. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pocket starts to collapse. Powers through the defender. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Utah!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Makes a connection. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and they just squirted it right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got him this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Complete to the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He caught it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Just about a half minute to play in the 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak, and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Andrews.
The pass on 1st down. Caught by the back. Gain of 7. Brings up.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of it.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Trying to get to it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. They're trying to get to it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. They're bringing heat. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After misfiring, it's second down. Got the quick pass.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Wants to throw on third. That's caught. It's Anderson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Sooners have this offense rolling. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Back to pass, it's Arnold. Got it! He's down at the one, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Barrels ahead. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can...
Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll line up to go for 2. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. And they get the sack just like that.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Bentley.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first pitch.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. All wideouts, no backs. Wilson to pass. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
he's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Utes have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
That's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Down on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This offense has a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to throw. It's Arnold. Fires to the middle. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is, other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Ball in the air, intercepted! The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Here comes the offense on first down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys an opportunity to see the field and just see what they can do.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.